What's good, folks? It's your boy Rank Up, and today I'm back with another video. Now in this video we're going to be talking about the recently released Netflix anime special Cannon Busters. I'm going to provide a little bit of background information if you don't know. So basically this property is over 10 years old, based on a webcomic / graphic novel of the same name. That being said, there was always plans for an animated series, and they even started a Kickstarter in like 2014 to get it off the ground. There are so many hoops these guys had to jump through, stipulations and obstacles that they had to face, and now that it's 2019, almost 20 years after, their initial release, it's really amazing to see how American property and, the Eastern and Western hemispheres come together to bring a brand new product of anime. I find that amazing, and I find that really, really cool. Now, after almost 20 years, this anime is finally here. It's September 4th. I just binged the whole series. It's on Netflix, you feel me? By the way these guys, schedule their anime, sometimes there's going to be 2 parts, so maybe there'll be a part 2, maybe not, depending on how well this does. So yeah, without further ado, basically let's begin. Oh yeah. Basically this is going to be a spoiler alert, like real light spoilers, like names, things and places and stuff. So if you don't want to hear that, just click the timestamp in the video. You'll be safe from all that. Now that you've been warned, alright, let's start the review. Alright, to start, basically I know there's a lot of hands, hearts, and blood, sweat, and tears that went into this product, but after everything these guys went through, you think that there'll be a big artistic statement that's going to be said within this show. But honestly, this show is just really generic, to be honest. I mean, it's okay sometimes, and sometimes it's just plain bad. Really, we just got dime a dozen things, a lot of tropes, cliches, vanilla, plain, whatever, just we've seen this before. Alright, so the rundown of the plot is that the main character is Philly the Kid. Now, Philly the Kid is a lot of things. Philly the Kid is black, he's a gunslinger, he's a badass, he's very, very old apparently. He's a wanted man, but worst of all, he's just boring and unlikable. He's just honestly a dick without any reason or context. Hell, he even has a revenge arc, but it's so vaguely mentioned. Even his design is very unappealing because it's just a mix from Spike from Cowboy Bebop and Huey Freeman from the Boondocks. All these red flags, especially considering that a lot of his personality is just a trope, those exaggerated anime faces. I was really happy to find out that the writers realized he didn't have what it takes for a narrative drive to push the story forward. So in response to that, they have these new characters, Sam and Cassie, and these two are from a rich far land called Boudica. Boudica is under siege right now by an unknown force. In order to find their prince of the siege land to, help save it, basically they believe that Philly is their vehicle to get them there. So basically he is the glorified bodyguard for these two, and they go on adventures, but there's technically 3 plots going on. To touch up more on Sam and Cassie, basically they're like the Meryl and Millie from Trigun. They're, the straw man, the optimism, the realism, they're just a contrast to our main character, Philly. Although I know there's so many red flags within the first 3 episodes already, I started something, I gotta finish it, and I gotta be open about it because anything is liable to change. Although already 12 episodes, I feel tired from watching this show. It's because, the pacing is so sluggish, number one. On top of that, our characters do not interact with one another. They do not play off each other as actual human beings. And yeah, basically, Cassie and Sam are robots, but anyway, it shouldn't be that way. So we got dull and dry characters alongside with a filler-like pacing. You think, alright, so when the main story kicks in, it'll be a lot more fast and invigorating, right? Well, that's where you're wrong, because it's no, even the other plots, in no way, shape, or form, the plot does not command my time, conviction. It doesn't have anything to commit the memory. Hell, even Sam and Cassie have a lack of urgency on, finding the prince of Boudica. Philly has no real reason besides, like I said, the revenge arc to even help Sam and Cassie. You know, the revenge arc isn't even that important or expounded upon or anything. Now, I want to like this show. I really do want to like this show, especially since I respect its upcoming and backstory. But it's just so little of substance of the actual product that I'm watching. There's a lot of tonal imbalance too that's also so off-putting, because it's like, alright, I get vibes that this is kid-friendly, this is like shonen-esque, especially with the mecha aspects inside of it and the futuristic, you know, juxtaposition of Western and futurisms inside this planet. So I'm expecting this to be like, you know, lighthearted a lot. And then the plot just overtly tries to force itself to be serious, or at least, you know, just come off as convincing that there's real consequences and trouble happening. There's so many little things happening that I have to question a lot. Yes, we see perspective changes. Yes, we follow different characters from time to time, but it's not long enough to even expand upon. It's just okay, it's just exposition. Or I'm just let down because it's like, man, I honestly just want to care about this show, but it's just so cliche and boring, like similar to a Game Got Killed, you know. Maybe okay premise, but it can do a lot with its, you know, setup, but it doesn't do anything. It's just, you know, run a mill. So, you know, just dime a dozen, whatever, yada yada yada. Hell, like from the episodic nature and even the weak villains, I already get so many other shows in mind. It's not compelling, it's not even challenging me as a viewer. I'm just getting a lot of shonen-y vibes, like just so many, you know, same old. I don't know if it's the scripting or the voice acting or whatever. You know, this is an American-based product, but it's just so stiff and robotic, you know? It's not even fluid or relatable or anything of that sort. There's a lot of try-hard performances or just weak or flat execution just happening a lot, and I'm picking up on it really fast. Like I said, there's only 12 episodes, and at least around 4 or 5 of them episodes still felt like filler. And I just finished the final episode this morning, and it's really, the way this set up, I'm thinking there's going to be a second part, but I don't even know if I want to finish it anymore. It's just so, you know, goddamn boring. Like, damn, it's kind of sad. Don't even get me started on the damn car. Oh my gosh, there's a magical car in this series. Magic School Bus Season 2, I see. Said I started this, so I'ma finish it. I know these guys had the talent, the resources, the budget somewhere, you know. Just they gotta use their heads, they gotta use it, you know. Really rebrand this and come harder if the second part is released. As of now, I'm really unconvinced and I'm really disappointed on what's going on. What am I watching, you know? I could have just finished Megalobox, even though it took me about like 8 months to do so. I could finish it. I'm still on episode 2, but no, I had to pick up this series. I could have did many other anime, but I decided to do a video on this. But hey, you know, that just reinstated my channel name. As for the verdict for Cannon Busters, I'm gonna have to give it a D- because, like, honestly, it's almost scraping to the bottom of the barrel type anime that's produced. You know, like I said, there's some things that could have been alright depending on execution wise, but I don't grade things or rate things on shoulda, coulda, wouldas, but what they are. They're just so many red flags, errors, and, you know, just things that holds it back from really being enjoyed. Now, if you're just casually viewing this anime, you know, with an aesthetic in mind, then yes, you will find enjoyment out of a lot of things here. But overall, you've seen this before. We've got it. We get it, you know. So, yeah. Again, I'm hoping for a 180 because I feel like I'm not making myself clear enough. But it's just really hard for me to even get to that point because I already know how it's going. With all that out the way, yeah, that's basically my initial review of Cannon Busters. Now, like I said, 24 minutes, 12 episodes, roughly about 2 days, depending on how fast you want to binge or whatever the hell. It's okay, you know. It's just really middle of the road. It's safe. It's all of that. So yeah, like I said, I hope. Alright, you guys, so basically this is the end of the video. Yada yada yada. If you like my content, please feel free to subscribe and hit that bell so you can receive a lot more. I upload every day. I do my thing. You know, if you want to follow me on Instagram, Patreon, Tumblr, you know, whatever, you know, just hit me up in one of the links below. You know, like I said, I gotta celebrate reaching 100 subscribers. That's pretty dope. You know, I love you guys all and I love your support. Yeah, so I guess I'll catch you guys later.